This is a Topcon power supply. It's a non-elite. It has the rheostat on the front, and it doesn't have a circuit board, but it does have the thermistors, and those can go bad too. They can crack, as these are. One way to test it, I've got this 6-volt 20-watt bulb. I'm going to stick it in the back pins where the cable connected, and I cleaned the insulation off that end and that end of the thermistors, and with the power on, lowest voltage, test to see if by bypassing the thermistors just for a moment to see if the light comes on. Okay, so if the light comes on, that means those thermistors are bad. And they are twisted together like this, twisting the cables together, and then they have some heat shrink because these wires are going to get hot. So you're going to have to be sure to put some heat shrink on them, and then also insulate the thermistors from the edge of the cover so it doesn't transfer its heat to the cover, and separate them a little bit so they can get a little air in there. When you're replacing these thermistors, maybe you shouldn't try to unsolder them from the plug, because that's got a lot of tension right there because of the angle, and it can break, which is what happened to this one. And these plugs are irreplaceable. They don't sell these 2-pin plugs anymore. So what you should probably do is cut it about halfway between the plug and the thermistor. Cut it about halfway so that when you're soldering, you're not soldering right on the pin, and you're not taking it off at the pin. You're leaving that alone. Give it a little space and cut it, and so you're soldering way out here and not close to the pin. And you don't want to learn that the hard way. Don't ask me how I learned that. And this side's okay, but be sure to put your heat shrink back on them. Make sure they're both facing the same way. The writing is both facing the same way. The writing is on the inside, not the outside, although that might not matter, but make sure they're both facing the same. Solder it, and put heat shrink on the wire, and put your silicone surrounding it, and after you've put it on, you can put a bulb back in and plug it in and turn it on and see if it works. If it did, it's good.